guys, I'm Solera and I'm joined today by TALON FrosT after the match against RRQ. Hello and commiserations on the loss. We were hoping to see TALON team as champions this year. My first question would be, what are your impressions of the game and how do you
feel? I'm disappointed in the result for sure. How I feel, I'm not angry. I know we had a situation where people thought I was mad at you and I had to apologize to you. I'm not angry because I think we showed a lot of heart. I think Corrode started as bad as it could have and we had a lot of fight. And then I think on Sunset, obviously, with our comeback and, having 2 match points, I was pretty happy about that. I think that is, for 3 rookies, being able to play on stage for the first time in a best of 5. First off, first time in a big arena like this. And then second, in a best of 5, I actually thought they handled everything really well. And I thought they played decently enough. I think if there's any frustration, it's from the situational stuff that we talked about, not doing or doing X, Y, and Z and that not being done. But the truth is they're young. And, sometimes the lights get really bright. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I would say I'm disappointed, not angry or frustrated or mad or anything.
Okay, I see. When we saw the first maps today from you, you looked very well prepped and drilled and disciplined. So I was actually curious, what was the main focus of your preparation? And if you prepared for RRQ specifically or for Paper X as well?
We did not prepare for Paper X. And actually, we didn't even prepare for RRQ until Wednesday because we were told that we were going to be playing either T1 or DRX. And because of the visa situation. And then we were told that RRQ would be without one of their players also. So it made us focus specifically on what we were doing. We had the comp changes, which I was actually happy about because, I've been trying to get us to do more of that. But, we haven't really to keep the workload on the rookies at a minimum. But we did the comp changes and they were pretty successful. Sunset, again, we were up 12-10. So, yeah, the preparation for this whole event was a little bit weird just because of the visa situation and, blah, blah, blah. Yes. But first 2 maps were pretty decisive in terms of game plan and what we're going to do. Corrode also. Icebox, we weren't sure, specifically what we were going to get because they have a habit of there are tendencies to follow, but they also have a habit of breaking them at certain periods. And I think you saw Xfero do that a lot today. Mm-hmm. And then Sunset, we curated something specific because we took PRX's comp and we added some things to that. But yeah, I think ultimately it isn't that map 3 and 5 were particularly bad or not as good as 1 and 2. I think the best of 5 really got to them because Icebox, we weren't even in the game and it was simply because everyone was still pissed off about throwing Corrode. Mm-hmm. So that wasn't even a map.
That was actually one of my questions. I wanted to know what was the mental state of the players, especially after maps 3 and 4.
So after map 3, people were pretty pissed. And I was so disappointed because I was like, what if we do? We lost 2 pistols, got thriftied. I told you before, round 8-10. If there's a reason why I think we didn't qualify today, it's because of 8-10 on Corrode. Because there was very specific things that we were supposed to be doing on a round like that. And we didn't do them. And then even later in the game, there was a timeout called. And the timeout specifically for me was, so they were using Fade to insert the Viper on B. Mm-hmm. And all they were doing was basically dogging and inserting the Viper and then immediately going middle. And we anticipated that. But our reactions and everything that was going on was just so bad. And then what I really wanted them to do was to fight to push out. Mm-hmm. And we have the op just holding from B main entrance. And it was the whole idea was go further, peek into it, kill them, Someone is going to break the dog for him, and he's just going to take a fight. And then, we just didn't do that till like 3 rounds later. And it was just like, dude, we're just giving up such easy rounds. And then before you know it, the map is over. Yes.
So on Sunset, it was like a rough start for your team, but then the guys started like coming back, and they actually got a lead in the end before the overtime.
Yeah.
So what do you think didn't allow the team to close it in your favor?
Inexperience. I mean, one of the timeouts, I basically told, so we used to have old protocols with the last team. I basically told Cruz, decide how you want to play. Are we going to be PRX, or are we going to be like old Talon? And I basically was like, if you kill one, what are you going to do? You're going to pivot, or you're going to push up, right? And if you're going to pivot, what happens if you kill 2 instead? Are you going to push forward, or are you going to pivot? So we had like specific rules in the last roster, and we understand PRX. So we know specifically like what they like to do in certain situations, like trade situations. And if it goes in their favor or not, we understand their reaction. So I basically told them, I was like, pick one. Let me tell you, 12-10, 12-11, we didn't pick any. Like, we would either get a kill and just like freeze. Like we sat 30 seconds behind a smoke, which we weren't supposed to, towards B. And then on A, we're scaling left. And I think it was Jemkin. I'm pretty sure it was Waylay. Just kills 3 on the left side. But it's like, we're supposed to go elbow. So it's like, I think it was just in the moment, they just were like kind of playing ranked. And we kind of got punished for that.
Okay, I see. Overall, guys showed great performance for the rookies who are playing on such a big stage. The crowd was insane. It was so loud at the stadium today. Yeah. But a lot of fans were supporting Talon, which was very heartwarming. Any thoughts going forward about what's going to happen with the team? You mentioned that your contract is expiring.
Yep.
How big of a chance is it that you're not coming back?
Looks pretty good. Trevi might get his wish. I might not come back to Pacific. I think, look, at the end of the day, one of the things that I can say is, like if I leave Talon, I left Talon in a better place than I found it, right? Which ultimately, that's like what you're supposed to do. I forget coach, like as a person, right? Like you always try to leave places better off. So I think we did that. We went international mainly for Cruz. I don't think that last roster gets enough credit. And I definitely don't think that people think about the fact that Cruz's development, he went from 2 years ago, everybody wanting him gone, I guess. And then if you think about it now, I think he's the best IGL in Pacific. And I think even this match showed it too. Like, we have 3 rookies and they beat us by what, in overtime? So I think he needed the, ban and governor and like the international system, and to like think like, here's how people do things in NA, and here's how people do things in the EMEA, and he needed to blend it all together. So when I built this roster after they convinced me to do it, obviously. But when I gave I signed off on it, this roster is built to be around for the next 3 to 4 years, right? For as long as Cruz is going to have it, I guess. And so I feel good about their future and the state of where things are. I think no matter what happens with me, I think they'll be fine. I think they should be much stronger next year than they were this year. And they were already one of the better teams in Pacific this year. So, because even with the old roster, we placed top 4 kickoff, second in our group with 3 rookies.
Yes.
Second in our group again, 3 rookies. Both times, the last game was I believe, a fight for first place. So we had pretty good chances to do better, be better, but just fell short.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, our time is running out for this interview, but I wanted to say we will be happy to see you back in Pacific next year. Obviously,
Not everybody.
We will support Talon, and Thai fans are looking forward to the team's return to the stage. And any last words for this season that you would love to share, especially with Talon fans?
Yeah, continue to believe in the roster. Continue to believe in Cruz. I think people really underestimate just how impactful he is as a caller. I know Alex has shouted him out, and he also agreed that Cruz is the best IGL that they've played in Pacific. So shout out to PRX on that one. I think they just need to give these boys time, and I think they are ready to not only make internationals but win them. I think it's just the natural evolution of just like not letting the moment, like today, like on Sunset, when you're up 12-10, not letting it get to you. And that's just going to require time. So.
Yeah. And lastly, who is winning champions this year?
It better be G2.
G2.
It better be.
Okay.
It better be G2. But no,
Because
I also think they are the best team. No, more like, I think it's about time Valen and Josh and all of them actually do what, not only they expect of themselves, but also we as their counterparts, right? Most pros, if you ask them, G2 is the best team at the moment.
Yeah.
And I believe that, they should be the one hoisting the trophy, but they got to earn it. And, there's some teams that are looking scary. G-Light Gaming is looking scary. Team Liquid is looking good. Sentinels could have a late surge. PRX to me is currently the best team in the world. So it should be one of those two. But I'll be completely honest, and this is not me rooting against PRX at all. My heart is with PRX. I want them to win. Mm-hmm. But I think G2 is the most prepared team in terms of they have all the pieces. They now have the experience. Yeah, I feel like it has to be G2.
Okay, thanks for sharing. It's going to be interesting to see. Thank you for this interview with us. And we hope to see Talon team again very soon back on stage.
Yeah.
And thank you.
No problem. And thank you for requesting an interview so people can understand that me and you do not hate each other. And I am not mad at you. That was just 5 minutes after a game where I was, white hot.
Oh, good. Good. Thank you so much.
Anytime.